Jackson Page in the quarterfinals on Friday. Ding Junhui led Mark Allen 3-0. It's now 3-3. This is the deciding frame. The winner to play Elliot Slesser in the quarterfinals. It's not been a classic in terms of standard, but any match that goes the distance is still exciting.
Yeah, this is one of those pots, if you miss it, you hope not to get close enough to hit the jaws of the pocket, as was the case there. Because the red now moves away from where it was. Looks like he's taking this on. Difficult. Well, it doesn't often hold its line along the bulk cushion in the way it might do along the black cushion. It was seemingly just drifting away. He might have fluked it at the other end of the table. I suppose he'll feel a bit aggrieved to have left it right over the pocket, though. He played it as a shot to nothing.
One.
Quite a turnaround, this, and Mark Allen now must have, with all that persistence that he has shown, to be fair, but now see the winning line somewhere in the distance, which was out of sight for most of this match.
Three.
Yeah, we kind of said earlier that Ding's not exactly got a love affair with the Home Nations Series, and I don't think this match is going to change that if he loses it now. Allen then with the first good chance in the deciding frame.
Four.
Bringing a few more reds
11.
into play. I think he's shown good attitude because he has struggled, but, you know, there's been no sort of acting out. There's just one moment, wasn't there, where he wrapped the table. That was it, really.
Yeah, I think with Mark Allen, he gets annoyed when the things he usually does so well, he struggles to do, and now he, on that occasion, when he wrapped the table, he just lost control of the cue ball, out of character. But he's been fairly tolerant of the situation, and it hasn't been looking good for a lot of the match.
17.
Still not there, of course, long way to go. And the next shot will require a bit of a stretch across the table.
18.
Yeah, just crept in through the side door, that red. Cue ball now, as a consequence of the way he potted it, a bit lower on the black than ideal. That was a lovely little shot, that really was. He couldn't attack the bunch, but he could glance off the bunch to allow himself a chance to be on that red. Other loose reds. You know, you're talking about being 50 plus points in front by the time that the bunch of reds come into play. Sheer persistence is turning this match on its head.
31.
Well, he was hell bent on playing that red, which is a lot more uncomfortable, but played it well. It will still come down to the main bulk of reds, those 7 reds in there, tightly packed. But he's got a bit of a head start by the time it comes down to that.
39.
Can't blame him playing on the loose one in the context of this match, because he hasn't made
44.
a break above 52 so far in this match. So it's not been high scoring, and this is a handy lead.
$45.
What sort of angle has he got? Not one he's delighted with. You can just force it in and try and get the reds out.
Well, Jack Lazowski played a shot like that last night. He sort of used his body to actually get in the reds, and it worked. Not for Mark Allen. But as you say, good lead.
Yeah, still a chance of a twist, I think. I really believe that's possible from where the balls are, and if Ding could ever get back in again. He's got to watch out for those 2 reds. It might be some sort of a plant to the right corner here. Ding has played over that side of the table, so that's avoided that problem. 2 reds to the right corner, I think, was set, or close to, but that would be the cue ball up yellow side of the table.
So, sort of shoes on the other foot, isn't it? Because Allen was hanging on for a long part of the evening. Now it's Ding clinging on in the decider, but still plenty there when these reds open up. Could be a chance to get it won.
The concern for Mark Allen is that the balls are in pretty orthodox positions. There's not all that much that's difficult, and that could be one mistake. 52 points might not count for a great deal. That's really good. That is really good. He didn't want to be playing it, I don't think, because you could see the dangers in it going wrong. But it went in very smoothly. If he wins this match, you know, he thoroughly deserves it. He's played through some poor form, and now the roles are reversed. It's Ding who really has struggled, having played okay early.
Yeah, he's looking pretty demoralised, isn't he, Ding? It wasn't just that he was 3-0 up, it was sort of gulf in how they were playing.
Yeah, I suppose, Dave, it's a bit of a mini version of that UK final, isn't it, they played? It was over 19 frames where Ding took a big lead. It was pegged back, and this is kind of a smaller version of the same story, really. And it's been Mark Allen's grafting and determination that's turned this around.
Well, attitude goes a long way, doesn't it, in this sport? If you are struggling, it's keeping discipline and belief. And who's to say, you know, Sunday night, Mark Allen could play out of his skin in the final to win the trophy, and all this is a distant memory, but it's been a big part of the story for him. In terms of staying in the tournament, so snooker's required, but there's no way back from here.
19.
You got to think. Ding with his arms folded. It has to say he's not necessarily the biggest fan of the home nations, and this match has done nothing to change that.
27. 28.
So an intriguing match, I think, tomorrow
35.
between Mark Allen and Elliot Slessor, two very determined characters. Slessor, of course, came through in a decider
36.
against Judd Trump.
43.
Ding has scored just 1 point in the last 3 frames.
44. Mark Allen, 44.
Mark Allen completes a great comeback from 3-0 down to beat Ding Junhui 4-3. The standard wasn't the highest, but you can't fault the Northern Irishman's determination, his tenacity, And he's turned it around. Disappointment for Ding, but it's Allen into the quarterfinals.